brother, here we are. This is going to be core stuff. So we're going to be on the ground a lot, and we're just going to be trying to keep everything tight, so we can support our lower back. So you want to think about, kind of that plank motion where your kind of hips are kind of tucked in a little bit. You're just kind of locked down. Even the quads, you want to just be able to activate all that, everything in here for your stability. Some balance stuff in here. So they do some ball stuff. I may add the ball, or going to do most of it on the floor, but some of it I'll probably show you on the ball, just because it's a whole nother world on the ball, man. You'll get a lot out of your condensed time. So let's do it. So I drank my shake about, I don't know, 45 minutes ago, and just having a cup of coffee. Usually do that before most of my workouts. Waiting for the warm up. It's cold out here, man. We're cold, single digits right now, which is unusual. This floor is pretty cold, but either way, you're probably cold there too. So either way, we'll get warmed up here in 5 or 10 minutes and be on our way. This is about an hour, like most of the rest of them. Of course, you got no abs or anything after this, so. Actually, the workout is me just standing here and you watching me drink coffee, but no, they're going here. All right, this is core, so you're going to get a little chest in here too. Maybe even some lats just from holding yourself down, but the focus is this, hips, outside of the hips and that kind of stuff. You're going to find some weak spots, but some of these I just get up and do one, and just keep trying to just kind of go into the position and just release it, just to start activating the muscles, because I don't know where else to start. Some of this stuff is I'm just not there yet on a lot of this stuff, but same warm up. Grab a basketball. Nice and gentle. Squats. Even if I've got nothing, I'm just sitting back and lining it up just for a second. Got the side stretch. I don't know, that one is not my favorite. I feel like when I'm stretching this, and then as soon as I want to get myself back up, boom, I'm contracting it again, and it just feels, I don't know, something about that stretch. I just never feel like I'm really getting a lot out of it because I'm contracting all that to lift myself back up. But I guess it warms it up either way. Alright, this is alternating back lunge. Maybe I'll just take a basketball. So I'm kind of bending my knee, not going straight back, just stepping back a little bit. But stepping back so my knee is, back at least at my toe. I don't know, in some of the plyometric stuff, I think your knees actually go out beyond your toes, but I've heard people say never squat past your toe, let your knee go past your toe, but I don't know, I've heard other people say, no, you have to squat past your toes when you're there, when you're ready for it. Atlas, squat past your toes so you can just strengthen the knee in a bigger range of motion. Alright, they're foam rolling. I think I'm just going to do just a little stretching. So I'm just going to, even just this for me, I can feel this like right behind my knees. If I just try to sit up super tall, I mean, I feel it right behind my knees, like I'm really hitting an angle there that just real light. I'm just moving stuff around a little bit. I'm not really pushing. Especially since it's a static stretch, I guess supposedly that can wear you out. I don't know if you're, as opposed, so it's kind of like warm up like ballistic, loose, and then cool down with the gentle, like, easy static stretches. But when you're using a roller, though, it's not like you're really not stretching. You're just breaking the muscle down. Been running around. Had to put a battery in the Honda. On the go all day and all night, so I'm just trying to get motivated, get back. Trying to preserve something for the day, but I'm glad you're with me, man. I can't wait till we're doing this live. That's going to be just unbelievable. I know that day's coming. It's going to be so cool. So they're going to do the angel, where you're just down, doing like that angel type, this kind of motion, but keep my hands. Make sure my hands and my elbows, or at least all of my forearm, is on the ground. They even do it against a wall. I'm not going to really lean on these mirrors, but they'll give it that, do that. Even that. Alright, so we're down in the elbows down plank position.
tucking the hips, pointing the belt, just tipping the belt buckle forward a little bit. Just activating the abs.
So they're going about 30 seconds or so, a stretch or do this kind of warm-up sequence here. I'm cutting that about, I'm probably taking 30 to 40% off of that, doing 6-8 counts or however. Maybe doing 25-30% of the actual length of time that they're doing each of these kind of sequences. Here's that lunge stretch, switching hands. And a nice little squat, just even use that, just feel that little squat. Not overstretching your groin and stuff, but, and that's my tough side. I can't, part of they say, just what they've said, like doing their yoga and stuff, is that you want to try to keep everything kind of extended, not really crunching down, just keep everything tall, keep your head, you know, kind of out, not tucked in down, you know, where your shoulders are, you're hunching up, you just kind of, everything's stretched out. Just step back if you don't want to do that squat. Even just that stretch, it gets me working. Okay, here's that inchworm. I'm just going to do, I mean, unless you're working out in the whole, I don't know, the whole living room, I guess you've probably got room to do a couple too, but I'm probably going to end up out of camera here, whatever. I'm here. Just remember, even through here, we're trying to keep the abs, just making sure we're activating that stuff. And again, I'm just trying to bend over, you know, not just get my shoulders down, but kind of keep my back a little straighter and get my bend at the hips, pelvis. Okay, get moving a little bit. So this is going to be like the jumping, like groiners they call it. So it's like a kind of a quick lunge, 20, but give me 10 good ones. I mean, still not trying to go too deep or bounce it too much. We're just kind of stretching, you know, while in motion, but still keeping it gentle. Got some freaking genetics though, look at that guy. Okay. All right, man, let's do it. Get our mind right. All right, so we got that plank, elbows down, plank position. Knee up to the opposite elbow, over to the same elbow, back. Opposite elbow, same side, and back. That's tough, but man. Okay, so now we got some bending over ones, and some of this stuff is like you're really gonna feel this, man. So you really gotta just do a few, because you're gonna feel it all through your hamstring, and so it's gonna be like a balance move. Okay, where you're almost, think about it like you're just stretching out and kind of reaching out like one leg Superman, like doing your best kind of Superman thing, and then you're up, so no, your leg isn't touching. You're just out, and then you're up, try to balance, use your arms, whatever you got to do, and crunch, do a little crunch to get your elbow and your knee together. So you're just trying to be on one leg. So you're reaching out. Just real gentle, whatever you got to do, hold on to something. Get a chair or whatever, because even just going through, pulling, you know, obviously you're working it. Just moving around like this. Reaching out. Alright, so I'm just getting way too squirrely on that side. So I'm just going to switch it up. Give me a reaching out, stand on my left leg now, or the opposite leg, and crunching. So, whoop, reaching out. And you got it, man, that was not good on that side, but I'm going to let that go because I don't want to get down here and be, you know, really jerking around trying to save myself desperately. You know, if I start to feel like I just don't have it, I don't push it for that kind of stuff, especially it's early in the workout. And of course, it's the first, you know, few times. I'll be feeling this one tomorrow, so this is another one where just gotta start off at just a percentage, you know, and you'll know when it's time to do some more. Okay, so this is a single leg. He's walking out on one leg, or not really walking out, but walking out on his hand. So it's like I got one leg in the air, and I'm going to come down and do a little crunch, like a little crunch. I'm trying to keep these feet together. It's a little like kind of like a one-legged squat, but you got this foot just off of the ground, right next to the other one. Squatting back as best I can, staying on that one leg, and walking out. Now he goes down and does this, and then back up. You could do that if you want to, but you know, you get a couple of these in. So I'm sitting, squatting back, and just whatever I gotta do to balance. I mean, I can wave my arms all around, you know, just whatever, but just get down, walk out, still on that one leg, and back up. Man, one or two of those, and you're gonna, I feel it out here in the hip. I mean, that's one of my spots I'm really trying to focus on more, is just, that's such a weak spot. On the other side. Take a nice break there, because that leg really wears it out. Sometimes for that one on that side, I'm doing a lot of hand work on that side, but for some reason it doesn't feel as strong on that side to, you know, pull myself back. So just a couple, spread it out. We're still warming it up. We got a ways to go, about a half hour to go, so. Okay, this one is, this is one of those that I was talking about before, where I just kind of, you know, I might get in there for a second. And just holding it for a second or two is, you know, you get some reps of that in, and doing a lot of work, even if, I mean, this is really tough for me, but you may have more natural or more just developed strength in your hips, where I'm not trying to collapse my butt back either. I'm trying to stay straight and off of the ground, and they're doing this, reaching their leg up. But man, that is tough. Even down on this side is like, that's crazy. So I'll get into this. Just not there yet, but man, they're doing it, so it's possible. And they're keeping it out too, separated. One more, just a bit of one. Just get there again. Oh.
even just to hold this as long, I mean, they never let this down. And they're doing reps with the legs and the, oh man, I can't hardly get my leg up on that side. One little bit, okay.
I gotta, this floor is not, I mean, it's not too soft, but it's got some give. I mean, you can put your knee on it and it's not gonna totally kill your knee. So I'm sure you felt this, well, you probably felt it at my place, but they're rolling over on their back, kind of in a tuck, kind of like a cannonball. And then they're coming up on your butt, kind of like, the idea is to kind of, try to stay straight, keep your chest out, and, oh, there, really isolates the hip flexors. Just another one, man. Oh, it's tough. But even if you don't add the arms, even if you just maybe use your legs a little bit, but try to keep, make sure you're trying to keep your chest up. And they're rolling back, so feels good on the back. So, if you can even do those with your floor and stuff, that'd be pretty hard on your back. But if you got some kind of a mat or something, or so nice longer breaks, you probably got, I'm just not doing as much talking here, waiting for them to move on to something else, or I'm just shaking it out. Probably got some jams going or something, so. Okay, now we're getting into some push-up stuff. They're doing it on a ball, so this is a quick, they're on and off of this ball, back and forth. They get doing it pretty fast, not a lot of range of motion, mostly just kind of up here, pop, 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 but I'm not sure we're 3-speed, I don't know, because it's all 1 speed to me, but maybe that, I don't know, maybe the 3 is whatever. But even if, with no ball, even just coming in and out, I mean, it's still this, you're just not getting up on the ball, but really all they're doing is just kind of touching it. They're not even really, they're not going down, they're just kind of tapping the inside. But even if you can't, even if you're, because that's a kind of a quick motion, you're going to feel that in the joints too, so even if you just go in and you just kind of lower yourself down. And I'm just kind of letting my body up more to get the negative right there, rather than, that gets the chest hot, I tell you what. Okay, so this is kind of getting into some jumping, but kind of more static, not so much of the, you know, the quick lunges and the quick, you know, and all the spins and stuff. This is more just getting a little explosion and some balance. So, but we're gonna go, we're just basically just stepping over and just picking our feet up off the ground and just being just balanced, just kind of alive, springy. Reaching up. Okay, so now they're going down with that same kind of squat, touching with the opposite hand, touching your foot with the opposite hand, or outside of the foot, and then they're bouncing back and forth.